Hello, I'm Vadim, and today we'll be looking at standard edition reports in Nagios XI. XI has different sets of reports, such as the standard edition and the enterprise edition. Reports are valuable in XI because they can help you visualize monitoring data and identify variations and spikes in that data. Now, let's take a look at the standard edition reports. Once you log into XI, on the left-hand side, you'll see Reports. Here you'll find categories such as My Reports, Scheduled Reports, Available Reports, Data Visualizations, Report Management, and Legacy Reports. Today we'll be focusing on the reports that are available in the standard edition of XI. These include Availability, Executive Summary, State History, Top Alert Producers, alert histograms, notifications, event logs, and bandwidth usage. Starting with availability, this report reflects state data and history. It could show you how often a host or service is down by adjusting the time period at the top. We could further limit the data shown to a single host, host group, or service group. In the advanced settings, you can further filter for metrics like initial state, retention, assumed host, service and downtime states, soft state, report time period, display service performance graphs, hiding scheduled downtimes, warning states, and unknown unreachable states, and finally, do not show service data. After filtering, click Run. Below are some graphs showing the average host and service availability. By clicking the three lines, you'll see more options for printing or saving the graph. You could also add this graph to a dashboard by clicking the up arrow on the upper left side of the graph. Below the graph, you'll find host and service data. If you would like to add these graphs to your favorite reports, you could do that by clicking the star icon here. You'll find these reports under My Reports. You could also download the entire page by clicking the Download drop-down, and you have the option to download as a host, service, or combined CSV, or it could be downloaded as a PDF. Now we will move on to Executive Summary. This is a grouping of some of the reports all put together in one report. Here we find availability, top alert producers, alert histogram, and the latest alerts. This can be helpful because having multiple angles of reports might shed light on a potential issue in a device. Moving on to state history, we find a history of hosts with their services, including date and time, a change of state, state type, as well as attempts and information. If you want to narrow it down to a specific host and service, you can see the change in state over time. The next report is Top Alert Producers. Here you'll find the top alerts that a host with a specific service produces. By clicking on the alert amount, you could go to the service's state history and see what state it was in and at what time it was changing, as well as some information on warning, critical, and OK states. The next report is the alert histogram, which visually shows alerts by the hour of the day. In this graph, we could see where we get the most changes in state. Next, we have notifications. This is similar to state history, but it shows the host and service, the reason for the notification, if it's been escalated, the state, the contact name it's sending to, as well as a dispatcher and some information. For event log, we have a list of everything that gets changed or monitored to view or send depending on recent changes. You could send this by clicking the folder icon on the top right. You could also search for a specific problem using the search feature. The last report is bandwidth usage. This will let you view network traffic such as routers and switches. You could click a host and the bandwidth. Then you can highlight certain sections of the report to zoom into a more specific time period. You could continue zooming to view data from months to days to hours. Below the graph, you could find the average bandwidth for inbound, outbound, max traffic, and the sum of all traffic for each month, quarter, and year. These are the reports that are included in the standard edition of Nagios XI. Stay tuned for a look into Enterprise Edition reporting, and I'll see you in the next one.